You're safe, buddy.
15. Okay, so yeah. Craig, and so Craig grabs Robert as he starts to fall off the side. It's not what you did, like the clean fall off. It's more of a whoa. Craig breaks you.
So, how am I hanging from the side?
It was kind of like, you ever like sat in a saddle? Like, you kind of like, you were starting to slide one way off of it, and Craig grabbed you and righted you.
All right.
I'm grabbing everyone in place.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Between
you and I, we are the carriers.
Okay.
Okay, that one's 14.
14 misses. You were still kind of like ready yourself, and you try to check inside, and it just whizzes past one of their heads.
Sacred Flame.
Go for it.
Deck save on the closer one.
Natural 20. It's a whoosh. Oh.
Yeah, that passes.
All right. And as it gets closer, like you also notice, like the buzzing sound is getting louder and louder and louder and louder. It's in your heads. I need everyone to make a Constitution save.
16.
15.
12.
Okay, so Robert, it's in your head. It's in your head, and you start hearing like familiar laughter, and Robert falls unconscious and starts to fall. And you need everyone to, and Craig and Darwin make next thing. All three of you, because you see this happening.
12.
I'm not gonna be strong enough.
Great, it's deck save.
Oh.
15.
9.
Carver, you just barely managed to grab his collar as Robert starts to fall off Mr. Birdie again. Oh, I
Yeah,
need
that's
Mr. Birdie to make it too.
Constitution. 11 unless he has proficiency in the save.
It doesn't say so.
It doesn't say anything about any proficiency, so I'm guessing he doesn't have. Wait,
Okay.
he has perception. So.
Okay, so you grab Robert and pull him back onto Mr. Birdie, and then you look around and notice you're falling. As like there was a strange like clack sound in Mr. Birdie's ears, and he is.
Lesser restoration?
Let me check. Check it out.
Wait, no, I chose not to get lesser restoration.
I'll do lesser restoration. It can end blindness, deafness, paralysis, and poison. And I believe this counts as. Or wait, is this paralysis or unconsciousness?
Unconsciousness.
Frick, we need to hit him away.
But he doesn't. He can't go unconscious. This is not a normal state. How do we wake him up?
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Custom maintenance. He's falling. You try it. Nothing. You're gonna make an attack.
All right.
Making.
Because the 15 hit.
Let's call it an intelligence check.
So if we go with intelligence, unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay, so you take out you have a mace, don't you?
Of smiting. I was just going to hit with my fist.
Yeah, you just kind of aim just right and whack Mr. Birdie on the side of the head. Mr. Birdie rights himself and starts out right, but he got pretty close to the ground. He's about 50 feet.
How close are we to the city walls?
No, you're about 6/10 of the way there. That all happened quite suddenly.
How close are these things?
They're getting close. Like the falling actually gave you some distance, but not vertical distance.
Not the good distance.
Yeah.
But how far
Because
are
they could just die.
They are, we'll say, now about 25 feet away, 25 feet horizontal, and then 50 feet vertical. And you can still hear the whirring, but it's less in your ears now.
That's a 1, 2.
Mr. Birdie.
I don't like this triangle.
Mr. Birdie is getting tired.
No, I don't like this. I was never good at maths.
And and by this point you would have to cast
Square root of 5. That's about
Enlarge
2.5.
your beast again.
Actually, yeah, you would have had to cast
It
it.
was 2.5 times 25.
You would have lost the effect anyone unconscious. No, you wouldn't have. So yeah, but you'd have to cast it again to keep him going.
Okay, they're a little more
You
than
managed to notice he's shrinking in time and just.
they're a little more than 50 feet away.
60. 25 times 2.5.
25 times the square root of 5.
Oh.
Dash, Mr. Birdie, dash.
Oh, Mr. Birdie. Mr. Birdie's trying. He's going as fast as he can.
I'm Birdie.
There's a lot of fast. He's carrying a lot of heavy things right now.
Too bad Expeditious Retreat is 1, concentration, and 2, stealth.
Yeah, if I still had a 4th level spell slot, I could cast Freedom of Movement on him, which makes him ignore reduced speed and restraint and difficult terrain. And
Just for fun, Robert, make another con save. He threw up again after.
unconsciously.
He threw up. Oh yeah, you're unconscious. Never mind. So yeah, Robert's at though.
Percussive maintenance.
You take 1 point of damage. Actually, yeah, Roberta takes another point. Take a point of damage too. If you do percussive maintenance, you slap Robert awake. Wake up, man!
Immediately takes out ring and puts it on.
Oh,
Sounds better than those demons.
You have both of yours, actually. Let me actually check it. I like that. I like that idea.
Just troll all the sounds.
I want Tyke to make another attack, but I feel like if I got 3 nat 1s in a row,
Okay, yeah. You just have both in your head.
Please lose it.
Please, for the love of God.
It's actually a bit like neater now. Like you could feel like you all feel like you can handle it now. Like you keep on fishing or something. So if you want to make another shot, you can.
It has a 1 in it. It's a 10. Plus things.
18.
It's like finally. Choo! They hurt Mr. Birdie.
Hurt Mr. Birdie.
Technically Craig did, but
Yeah.
we'll ignore that.
They almost broke Mr. Birdie.
Can I borrow some d6s?
Like a D6. Now I feel so. Not bad.
That is 10 plus. That's going to be 16.
Okay.
Isn't that plus 3 as well?
Oh, 16 plus 3, that'd be 19.
19. Okay, so 19. Oh, 19 damage. Thunder damage too. It's thunder damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thunder.
19.
19.
Finally.
Okay. So finally, you're like, they almost broke Mr. Birdie, and you open fire and you hit one like square in the chest, and it reels back, does the whole like somersault again, and keeps going towards you, and that one definitely looks like it's taking some hits. And at the same time, you all hear like that roar again. As the dragon, you look towards the city, you look towards like the hill, and the ballista are on the smoldering ruins, and the dragon hops off the wall and is making it towards you. And it's going faster, and it's much faster than the chassis who are coming towards you now, which are, how are you going to fly? You're still about 30 feet above the rooftops, but you can also see demons down below, you see people getting stabbed, you see some guards in pitched battle, some people just trying to run for their lives and getting cut down where they stand. You see the monkeys you saw before, shadow demons reaching out of the walls, kind of like poltergeist style, and just pulling people against the wall and strangling them, people getting stabbed. You even see some imps just kind of fucking with people, but not in a fun way. No, not that way, not that way, oh my god. Not that way, no.
Like throwing rocks.
Kind of, yeah.
Something.
Throwing rocks, kicking people while they're down and bleeding out, that kind of thing. Oh god.
How far is the dragon?
It's gaining,
I mean-
but you're also like a mile out. It's gaining fast. So, how are you gonna fly? Because
Gain a little bit of altitude,
Alright.
but can I calculate if it will last to the city walls?
enlarge reduce.
Enlarge reduce.
If you do nothing but dash, maybe you might make it to the wall itself. But those things are gaining on you. You're probably gonna have to find them that might slow you down. You might have to go through the city walls itself. But looking around, they haven't quite made the gates yet.
Okay.
But you might have to go through the gates. Depends on those things, which are getting closer.
I'm gonna gear up and take another crossbow shot
Okay.
at the weaker one.
You too.
Yep.
Natural 19.
Natural 18.
19.
Oh, great.
Does right.
Let him shoot first. That way, if it dies, you can redirect your efforts.
Only 8?
Yeah.
Alright, so you take a perfect shot right in its face and it barely doesn't. It takes a bit of its cheek with it. Yep, cheek.
Does 15 hit it?
Yes. Right.
1 damage.
Pushing. Oh, is it Eldritch Blast too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that one goes back.
And I get to make another attack. I don't think 14 hits.
Nope.
Alright.
It barely misses.
Whichever one's closer.
Deck save!
Let's say.
Slightly injured one and knock 10 feet back.
Okay, so does 13 succeed?
No.
Oh boy.
So it's taking 12 radiant damage as it bursts into white flames.
So that one is just like, aha, finally in the lid. Oh god. And it just kind of screeches and then like shakes itself and the flames come off, but it's singed, definitely.
I got 16.
Oh. Boom, you got it. Roll your attack. How are you shooting for?
You should probably just hold on to that for now. I don't think I'm going to use it for much.
Probably the one that looks like it's going to go down sooner.
Okay.
The weaker one.
$19 plus mods.
Oh boy.
19 plus 3, that would be 22.
So, oh boy. So you fire, so you get another shot, and this one goes like straight through its like its lower abdomen. It clean, makes it all clean through the other side. It screeches and like shakes in the air, keeps coming. These two seem very bent on getting near you guys. Says you're climbing altitude, they're gaining, they're about on you. Let's get some initiative rolls. So like mounted combat in the air.
3.
21.
18.
Okay, so natural 20s. 21.
What did you get?
14.
Okay.
Which is really nice. Still.
And Mr. Birdie goes on your turn. So
18.
18.
We might be fortunate on this one.
Or not.
Until you know, until that other problem.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Fuck.
Okay. So 16, 15, 14, or what did you get?
3.
Didn't you get 14?
I took it. Yeah, I got a 14.
Still got to watch out for him, though. The smiley face is never a good thing in initiative. ...
All right, so Tyke, actually, everyone, actually, very nameable. Your block, and it's a each.
Let's do this.
Actually,
We could double up on these. Just make it like a...
Right, thank you. Let's use, actually, here, hold on. Wait a second. I can use it.
I was thinking of that.
That'll work. That'll do. That'll do. So everyone is 30. So
It's going to be a little bit crowded.
Tyke is currently commanding Mr. Birdie.
Front lines.
Front lines. We said Robert was in the middle. So I can't wait.
Craig's in the back catching everyone who falls off.
Still sounds fine.
Okay, that's good.
And just so you know, Tyke, you're still under Shield of Faith because it has not been 10 minutes and I have not lost concentration.
Okay,
However, be aware I might switch to this soon if the situation calls
And that
for it.
would be a good thing.
Yes, it would.
It's whatever keeps us alive.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh, so those are big mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're large mosquitoes, you could say.
White.
All right, so they're getting really close.
Ooh, that's going to be a 23.
23. Okay, so you hit. Which one are you shooting for?
Again, the weaker one,
Alright.
so that it won't get
Green one.
attacks. And that's going to be 11 damage.
Okay. So you fire off another shot, and this one you only like graze its midsection, and but it still like winces, and it's just incrementally slower, cinematically slower. But it's still coming towards you. Mr. Birdie can move.
Oh, and Mr. Birdie is dashing full
Okay.
speed ahead.
For the purposes of this, you gain this. We'll just put in because you guys are going such far across distance, it'd be like I'd be using like a Flintstones room, like recycle landscape. So we're just gonna keep track of like distance to each other.
We just need a gridded treadmill.
Yeah.
For real.
Okay, so Robert.
He's going to cast Eldritch Blast and target them separately.
Okay.
Mainly just trying to keep them at a distance.
Go away, go away, go away, go away.
He'll start with this one.
Okay.
10 does not hit. does
Whoosh,
it?
you fly, you shoot wide, Mr. Bird. You hear Tyke's firing at the same time. It's like ah, Mom.
There's the firing of the cannon, the buzzing of the insects,
Yeah.
someone singing in his ear.
Yeah, it's all very distracting for you right now.
All right, blue one. That one.
Okay. All right, you fire off a shot and you go low. You hear a faint "Duck!" in the distance.
Sorry.
Oh, you're making that note. That's fine.
Everything is not fine. Don't tell me that.
Oh, fine with me.
We have a smiley face and a frowny face. Those are bad things.
So, yeah, Robert.
Sorry, Wilhelm.
So, Jasmine, for the purposes of this, like, Tyke's going, Mr. Birdie is going as fast as he can, but getting closer.
So basically, they gain like 5 feet.
Yep, that's their turn. So, Carwood.
Okay. Crossbow time. Okay, now. That one.
Okay.
How many nat ones is this?
That could be a lot meaner with this.
I think it's 4
Actually,
so
I'm
far.
going to be a little meaner to you. So, you fire. It's jammed.
Shit.
Crossbow malfunction. Actually, like you're pulling, like it's like a wedge loading crossbow, and as you do it, never breaks off.
Snap.
Yeah.
Do you use a light crossbow?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand you mine.
Oh shit! I was like 2 light crossbows up here.
I was gonna do
It's
the
gonna be your
same
turn. It's gonna
thing.
be on your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it before myself. Oh shit! Oh shit! All right. I have like 6 throwing knives.
Okay. Throw one. Green or blue? Green or blue?
Which one is more damaged?
The green one.
Because I'm blue. If I was green, I would.
15 plus dex one. Are these dex? So
Dex from the throw.
18. Okay.
My mishearing of that song worked so well for this moment.
-1 dagger.
And you get it like you do. It's like as it goes, it like does a little like cut across the back of its head. Keeps coming. And you used your attack. So what'd you do with your crossbow? Did you holster it or did you just toss it?
I just tossed it.
Okay. In the city, so mark that off.
Oh yeah. I'll get one back eventually.
Robert, down below, you hear an infernal. Ow! What the fuck?
Robert's going to smile.
Devilishly.
Ah. All right, that's Carvin's turn.
Happy faces.
Great.
Okay. Seeing your loss of crossbow, hand mine to you.
That's your object of direction.
Okay. Green one's getting a sacred flame. Dex save.
Save.
Nope.
Damage? No, it fails. So.
Oh. I have a sneaking suspicion they have advantage, but I don't know that in character. 10 radiant damage.
Okay, so you aim really careful and you hit that one with Sacred Flame and it starts screeching and like it stops moving in the air and starts like reeling and like flailing before it starts like collapsing down the city before turning to ash and dissolving. That one is gone. Okay. And I guess you clear here. Oh yeah, the dragon's gaining on you. It's coming towards you. What the hell? You have about 2 minutes before it gets to you.
That's enough time.
You're about 70% out of the city now. And that's Craig's turn.
Well, that's not enough time because we'll eventually be on foot, but.
Oh, if we hit the castle gate.
Why can give me my spell slots? Just like,
I want everyone to roll a dex. I want everyone to roll a dex save, including Mr. Brady. 2 minutes though. Oh, 2 minutes.
13.
6.
Unnatural 20.
You're fine.
I'm guessing it's a fail on both because I rolled a 2 both times.
You both roll 2. Who has a higher dex mod?
Same.
We have the same.
Exactly.
Exactly the same.
Roll again.
That is 18, and Mr. Birdie took a 12.
Okay, so you hear a loud, so you got 12 and, actually, okay, so you hear a loud, like, step and a boom sound, and you hear screaming, ah! And then you see a body fly through the air and hits Mr. Birdie.
What?
Catapult guy.
Mr. Birdie takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage. As you look and you see, it's Catapult guy. Flung from his own catapult. Oh, he is already very clearly very dead. He clearly broke his spine on Mr. Birdie's back.
Can I use if I use mounted combatant? Wait, no, it's only.
And it's concentration to keep him up. Keep in mind. If I keep Mr. Birdie big, I would not recommend using that now.
Okay. So it's minus
15.
15. Mr. Birdie's going to be okay for now.
He definitely he kind of reels through the air when everyone else to make a dex save too because Mr. Birdie just got hit by a large heavy object.
14.
Oh, I finally rolled well.
Let's see. That's
You have advantage on this, don't you? Because it's mounted. It's a first hand.
that's 21 plus 3. That's 24.
Good.
14.
You're good.
22.
You're good. You're good. So everyone holds on as you see it. You hear the snap. You hear that noise and screaming, and it's like a horrible smashing sound as it hits Mr. As you see, catapult guy hits Mr. Birdie. He's already clearly dead as he falls back into the street here. Slaps. That's
You are a dumbass.
I warned him ballistas are better.
And I feel like they warned him in that castle, but
I feel like in this situation,
Look down below.
no.
You can see some imps in a ball are laughing. They clearly launched him from his own catapult. Statistics. So tight. So you watch that.
Okay. More stuff to talk to my therapist about.
That's okay, you don't have a brain. Preferably not your mom.
10.
Your therapist is. Misses. You're just a little bit scared after that.
I'm a bit shaken up.
Robert.
Eldritch Blast, both times on the blue.
Now you can focus.
Yes. Does 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Please roll some damage.
2 damage.
Oh boy, a whopping 2, but it goes backwards.
And
So.
Oh, and Mr. Birdie's
Yeah.
dashing. I'm just assuming that every time that.
Mr. Brady go over and sit.
oh no, he has to take a break for pee.
21?
Yep.
1.
Hey, at least he's the.
So both times it's less you hit with a full on contact blow. It's more like you get the blast inside and it has to stop and get it away.
Basically throwing magical pebbles
Yeah.
to get it to back up.
Stop it!
Stay away from my friends. How did you at this moment?
You surrender. The Lord calls to you.
What does he want?
You.
What about me?
He wants you. There's so many noises in your head right now.
Going to take the ring off and put it in his pocket.
There's two noises in your head now. Robert is definitely going to have a headache after this. As they get closer.
That had lost like 40
On
feet.
win.
All right.
Or 20 feet, but good work.
Not responsible for this, but crossbow 21. Another not one.
Okay, so he take Craig's crossbow and it jams too.
I'm not. You can take Darmans.
At least you're getting them out of your system now, guys.
Not in a good way. All right. Throwing knife.
Whoosh! And you're not getting those knives back, obviously.
Clearly, but I have 6 of them, so I'm not concerned. 18.
18, hit. Hit.
Why can your daggers hit, but not your crossbow?
No.
I'm carrying crossbow bolts for no reason. Wait, I have mending.
What crossbow witch did you make angry?
I don't know.
Don't throw mine off. I can mend it later.
Okay.
Alright, anything else, Cameron? You still have the crossbow in one hand.
Don't you dare.
I'll hand it to Craig.
Alright, great. It's on. I win. He's getting closer.
Bible thump, Bible thump, Bible thump, Bible.
Everything's fine. It's not Craig.
Everything is
Things are
totally
fine.
fine.
Uh,
Okay, how close is the dragon, out of curiosity?
ETA, a minute and 40 seconds.
Good enough. Demon. Burn.
Alright,
Dex save.
okay. Dex save. Nope, it fails.
10 radiant damage.
Okay, so you hit that one. It also reels, but it kind of like shakes it off and keeps coming towards you. It's singed definitely, but it keeps going.
See it show buttons drop.
Hey. Oh wait. Everyone make another dex save. You can hold on to that. Hold on to that roll from the senior shooting.
16?
15.
15. Okay, so this time you hear again and more screaming as another body comes flying at you.
Right.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Concentration check. As another body, this one was just reflection, just some random guard comes flying to the air.
Concentration would be 18.
You're good.
Yeah, I should be good.
Yeah, you're good. As you,
But that hurt.
this body would have hit, didn't hit, would have gone past, but Craig was like looking up and saying, "Hey, what's that?" Oh, you get kind of decked in the head with it, and the body.
26 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
$21.
21.
mods.
Oh, 21, 24.
Oh, 24. Oh boy. Okay, so you hit it straight again. You do another shot, and like it would have hit its heart, but it dodges just the last second, so it lodges straight in its sternum area, and just I don't know if mosquito has sternum, but whatever, you know. And it stumbles back, definitely very, very messed up now. Rights itself and keeps coming towards you. And as you're like, yes, you turn around and look, and you see a little girl has climbed onto the roof of a nearby building, and like it's like here, and Tyke is, or Mr. Birdie is on a perpendicular path with it. And it's looking at you guys.
Like, quick, Mr. Birdie, get a little bit of altitude.
Okay, Mr. Birdie's gonna have to sacrifice now. So Mr. Birdie gets an altitude, And thankfully that works as you see the little girl just like leaps and barely and just out of reach tries to get you guys.
Oh,
So Mr. Birdie has some altitude, but he's sacrificing distance for it. Robert.
All right. He's going to ask the mosquito thing. Can you ask Knox to inform me of the details of my contract? I was hallucinating at the time.
Why don't you ask him yourself?
And while he's saying that, Eldritch Blast.
Oh boy.
Eldritch.
14.
Nope. Oh, just, hey!
16.
Why don't you ask you? Oh! Go ahead, roll damage.
5.
5. And it gets knocked back. And so, as it goes backwards, what? Ah! Buzzing angrily.
Magical pebbles of go away.
Yeah. That's more like magical heavy rocks.
magical pebble have saved my life.
Yes.
Magical apple of keeping doctors away.
For quite a while it was pebbles.
Jasmine. They would be.
Oh, yeah, wasn't the-
knocking them back.
Wasn't that actually the flavor text of those for you? You just had like a sack of pebbles and you just like,
That was someone else.
That was Scott.
Oh.
The campaign.
oh,
What?
so
how are we doing on audio?
Shit.
Okay.
I'll inform me if anything's off.
So Carmen, so you come to 2 crossbows.
And one of them's still with me.
There's 2 left. there's dolphins and there's.
You want to grab Darman's?
Yep.
Okay, grab Darman's.
Don't you dare.
If I do, it will be fucking incredible. Nope. That would be 13 plus 4, so 17.
You were just surprised. You were completely surprised when the crossbow actually fires properly.
Oh, hey!
9. You're just like, oh hey, that hit. Oh wow, I got it in the chest too. It's still coming, but it's definitely limping now.
All right, 4 more throwing.
It's
guys.
air
Let's throw
limping.
1 more.
It's limping in the air.
Yeah.
All right.
Limp.
All right, knives of justice. Natural 19.
Oh boy.
Boy, oh boy.
4 plus 4 plus 3, so 11.
Please describe your victory.
I'm gonna aim right for its heart.
Okay, so pretty sure it's right there. And you're pretty sure you got it because it like stops midair and like the wings stop using. You can see it's another kind of like crystal and not like mosquitoes. It starts going down towards the city and you hear it for no.
I like to think that one's name was Cleveland.
You see one that get over here. Sounds that it gets squished underneath and it falls. Roar! Dragon's coming. But that's that initiative order. But you guys have time as you start making your way, trying to get out of the city as fast as you can.
How far away is the dragon?
It's it is about a minute away, and you know it's around that time you also start to notice you're running out of time on Mr. Birdie. Like you're not going to be able to make it to the wall in time.
Yeah. And I say, we're not going to be able to make it to the wall in time.
Dive down.
I'm going to coast to the ground as it ends, and you guys get off. I'll keep Darman on Mr. Birdie because, from what I know of carrying capacity, me
okay.
and him would be okay.
You'll be just under you'll be just under medium, so yeah, you'll be good.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you'll be way under medium. Yeah. I was thinking Craig.
I'm sorry I weigh so much. I'm made of rock.
What's in this bag? Rocks?
Yes.
It is so freaking heavy.
Anyway.
So I'm like, this is as far as I can take you.
Alright, so where you're sitting down, there's some roofs, but there's a nice 25-foot clearing, like from like the wall to some buildings.
If that's the closest I can get, then that's when I'm dropping them off.
On a roof or on like the streets?
The streets would probably be easier if they're trying to run out of the building, down the gates. Unless you guys say, no, wait, drop me on something else. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
Get close to the gate.
How's Tyke feeling? Is he scared to death right now? Or?
He is. It's been pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah, okay.
You said the dragon was how many minutes away?
It was a minute away while you were flying.
Okay, then I don't have time to prepare new spells, so I will cast Healing Word on myself in preparation of this. Okay. 3.
Time to skedaddle.
City, good old city walls. Was Tyke aiming for a gatehouse when he was flying, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're near a gatehouse, so it's when shit goes down.
Dang it, Magic Circle doesn't affect dragons. Well,
What about demonic dragons?
it would have to be classified as a demon instead of a dragon.
Instead of a dragon?
Yes. In most in most worlds, you're one thing.
There's no multi-type. This is Gen 1 Pokemon.
There's no.
Okay.
Well, Gen 1 Pokemon had plenty of multi-types, but
I really, really, at some point, want to have a campaign with a fairy Dracolich.
Oh no.
Because they would be fae, dragon, and undead.
yes, and they would also be like less than a foot tall.
So if like you try to, so if like a paladin cast divine,
Lich.
hey paladin cast divine sense, it's just gonna be like a nosebleed.
Just, hey, there's something here.
Everyone falls, everyone dies.
Would it be, hey, something's here. Something is definitely here, but it's everything.
I like Ryan's
hey,
answer better. Like
everything's here.
Nosebleed.
your paladin just like from all that one pressure.
I have, to give you an idea, something similar would have happened if you cast detect evil. You cast your like divine sense in the palace. You would have fallen unconscious or something. You would have rolled a save, but
Well, clerics don't do that. That's a paladin thing.
oh.
It just shows a map in your head, and then the map slowly fades to completely red.
Yeah.
And
So is there a fae, a fiend, a demon inside the city? Yes.
well,
Where
also,
is it?
Over there, and up there.
Here.
Yes.
it also shows hallowed and desecrated land. So, like, if the castle is desecrated, then yeah, it would just be like glowing red, and with lots of pinpoints in it. Just like, let's not go there. That would be bad.
I just really love the idea of a paladin fighting a fairy Dracolich. That they use their divine sense, and it's like within like this amount radius, there is a fae, a fiend, and an undead.
Right there. However, the advantage, it's a good thing it's not Fae and Fiend, though, because a lot of paladins have abilities that like affect Fae, Fiend, Undead. And so if you're multiple, I think like in a scenario like that, I would like give, actually, it might include, no, clerics are the ones that do Undead stuff, sorry.
Can demons become liches?
No.
For the very
For one thing, it
Dracolich.
requires you to be a high leveled wizard.
Is there any Fae, Fiend, or Undead? Yes.
Which ones? Yes.
All of the above.
All right. Where?
It doesn't give you a direct answer of where.
Here's a picture of the map, of the world map. Okay, where is it on the map? Yes.
This is the map.
Hey, I've got a picture of our recent financial gains. This is a blank piece of paper. Yep.
Or no, you just hold up a red sheet of paper. What's this? This is the sheet of where evil is. Well, this is a map of where evil is. Is this a town? Is this like within 60 feet of me? No, this is a world map.
Oh god.
Just scribble on a piece of paper with a red marker. What's that? The world
Okay.
map?
Choose your landing position.
Let's choose your own landing
This
strategy.
is the gate,
Yep, that's County Gate. Those are towers.
and then it's going to be like as close to here as possible.
Okay, so you set everyone down. I'll put you, I should put like the landing position. You're gonna be able to get around, I guess it's your line. That's tight. That is Mr. Birdie's landing zone.
Maybe an alleyway?
You can see these are middle class buildings. Thankfully, mercifully flat roofs.
Mercifully
The
flat.
doors are shut, but you don't see any demons coming this way yet.
Okay. But this is the gate. What does the gate look like?
It is an archway with the doors are currently shut with solid wooden doors and portcullis. You do not see you're looking at the walls directly. You do not see a ledge. Actually, okay. You look towards. There's not one. There's not one in the open. There might be one of the two towers.
Okay. I'm going to.
So
Is the. Would this be on the tower or in the tower that you think that I think that there might be a winch?
it's probably in the tower because you can't see any on the wall right now. You'll still see any guards on the walls. Like they've either like made the same tactical retreat to the tower, or they're dead, or they're fighting. Maybe they looked at that whole demon thing and they're like, we should go take care of that.
Or maybe they're in league with the demons and they're like, close the civilians in.
Or maybe they're
Or
like,
they see
how
the
about we
demons.
run away? I think we should run away.
You get paid enough for this.
No, we do not. Jumps off the rooftop. Wait, we could have taken the ladder. Slap.
So quick,
well, Tyke is going to say,
in this area.
in this area?
Yeah, basically past.
So here?
If you want, yep. We set everyone down there except Darwin. Darwin is this one. And Mr. Birdie is this size again. So. This is not mine, I believe.
It's mine.
So you made the same mistake as I did once.
Oh, that was more than once.
Well, Tyke is recognizing, one, that he needs to protect Darwin, and two, that he has the least amount of movement speed, so he'd probably not be the best for getting to the tower. He's going to take to the air, get to the other side, and maybe get some sort of defensible position.
It's still on the same turn, so. Let's put them both on there. So we can fit them both on there. Nah, it's actually better if we just do this. Just put them both here. It's simpler.
It's simpler.
There you go. Please, that symbolize you are fine. As you take to the air, but you three are on the ground. Well, let's roll some initiative, boys. It's coming. Mr. Bird, it wasn't your fault. Mr. Bird tried his best.
Mr. Birdie tried his best.
Alright. I did better this time. Same. My spells still aren't ideal for the situation, but I will do what I can.
So,
16.
18.
17.
5.
okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so 19, 20, 19, 18.
He's an 18, 17, 16.
Who's 17?
I am. Craig.
16?
Robert. What does the dragon look like?
Shadowy.
You recognize it's the same dragon that killed Helja. It is bigger now. It seems to have grown a wee bit.
That doesn't seem good.
No, it doesn't seem very good at all. But it's got, again, it's like black purplish scales where its eyes are like energy, kind of like, it's a power glow with a whitish purple energy. When it opens its mouth, you see the same energy just breathing out and it forms this whole lack of a solid edge to it. It just seems like not in this dimension, and when it flies, it trails like wisps of shadow behind it.
Basically, think a less geometric ender dragon.
I know. I'm mainly checking to see if it was one of the two friendly dragons we've met.
It does not appear to be one of those.
Given that it killed one of the players in the first session, I don't think it's one of the friendly ones.
Or was it? Slitherwing secretly.
Everyone we know and trust is a
By day, he's Witherwing. but by night,
Even
he's
the cold.
Batwing.
I think the
Or
cold one
Nightwing.
is gun so badly.
He's Nightwing Crush.
Nightwing is a dragon.
You need Jesus right
Explains
now?
how you
What?
survive.
You need Jesus right now?
I need something right now.
Chopin.
Something.
Just like give you
Okay,
a,
so-
just give you like a little pamphlet.
So you set everyone down and that gives it just enough time to complete all its movement and land in front of you guys and let out another terrifying roar, but it uses all its movement to get there, so it's on the ground next to you guys. Garwin!
If you haven't taken, if I might suggest a course of action, run!
Run, damn it.
Where are the doors to the
Oh.
buildings?
Yeah, there's. As far as you can tell, it looks like an apartment complex. So there's going to be one there, one door. All the doors appear to be shut. One there, one there.
Run to the gatehouse. There might be a winch for the portcullis.
Yeah, you can see the gate shut. No pressure.
Let's see.
How about sometimes you can make an arcana check?
Nat 20.
Natural 20. You're like, it's been a while, and you check your sending stone and gather there's still a use in it. Like, you ever send a text message and like with no data and it doesn't go through?
It didn't get to mom.
Yeah, you just like, still, my walkie talkie, it's still working. That's,
All right.
You just found your signal.
That's
and you try again, like, mom, nothing. Like, you sending, return to sender.
Like when you send an email to a address that doesn't exist.
Not like that, more like, again, like, you don't have reception in this area, so your email goes to your outbox, basically. Sending failed.
You failed.
But you got up to 20, like, some things like the locking in.
So,
It's not,
something's
mom's
blocking.
not dead.
Mom's not dead. She's not ignoring me. She hasn't decided to abandon me forever.
She's not so busy on experiment. She just
Only temporarily that she decided to abandon you.
I'm gonna run to the gatehouse.
Okay, so
Everything I am.
okay, so 20.
I'm thinking of a better way.
Okay, sorry. Need more efficient.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Come on,
Dash is a bonus.
There's, it's the stairs. So you can go 10 feet up, but it's 30 feet. It's 30 feet of stairs.
Okay.
It's 30 feet to the top of the gatehouse, but 10 feet, you're almost rounding the corners.
If only the stairs were made of dirt or stone, Craig can just glide up it normally.
These are stone stairs. Craig,
Craig!
watch out.
I need you,
So there's a
Craig!
dragon.
Yeah, it looks pretty intimidating.
It does.
Almost like past life.
You heard Carvin say, run!
Don't take that advice lightly, please.
All right. Well, given the situation, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon, summon it next to the dragon,
Okay,
and attack
with spiritual weapon.
with an 11.
Misses, so you swing with the sword and it just kind of lets it fly by it.
All right, and I will use 30 feet of movement to round the corner and pull my shield out.
10, 15, you have it's 15 feet of movement around the corner, so you still have more if you want.
That's good
Okay,
for now.
Robert.
I could try to get into the apartment complex,
You
but I
could.
know that splitting the party is bad.
Clerics in the back, keep the fighters down in the hurry.
I also know I don't want trapped in there alone. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Running.
Excuse me.
And then hiding around the corner.
Okay, you can see. Just in,
You can see.
just over yonder is,
Hello, buddy.
like, on the second floor level with the wall, there's a switch. Or actually, no, it's a winch. There's a winch. The
Bring
gate
me
winch.
more beer, wench.
Not that kind
Open
of.
the gate so the winch can bring you more beer.
I think this kind of device is called a winch, not a winch.
Whatever.
You want to die?
Whichever it is, go
Whatever
on.
it is. I don't care.
Whichever it is. All right, so that's Robert. So yeah, you can see it. Take.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Birdie.
So it's
And dives back up to Mr. Birdie's back up to his full 80 move.
He got reduced that much. Craig needs to watch his waist. Okay.
He dumps all the sand out of his armor.
movement.
Yeah.
And
It's because of all the
Darwin is
free
chained
rolls.
up, or not Darwin is chained up. Like, he was very securely bound.
okay. See, if he were here, I
Because of
would
all the
say
green cords.
cure wounds. Maybe he'll wake up, but I know that
He
won't
just
work.
becomes that.
Together he's in a healing coma.
In a healing coma,
Rock,
yes.
Cords.
Like, he will recover HP, but he's
Yeah,
he won't be
rock.
conscious.
But what is that?
So,
to do with it?
Food
I'm going
cords.
to shoot then.
Okay.
And that is 23.
23, yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Seems like I always either really, really hit or really, really don't.
But yeah,
That is an 18 damage.
okay, so you fire and you whack the dragon in the shoulder and roars at you. And you heard it. But that's it. It's just more like, oh, it's on now, buddy. Take.
Buddy, old pal.
All right. So,
Let's take.
going to fly. Gets 10 feet in the air. Do that.
And now my sword doesn't get attack of opportunity.
55, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. Craig.
Try again.
Dex save.
Please don't die.
Not 20.
Okay, so you see the breath coming and you dive like through the window into the building. And you saw death when that thing breathed at you. Went, and then just like a, there's like a cone shaped like blight mark there now. And now you dive through the window and just, oh my god. You saw the god of death and you said, not today. And you dive through the window. And he's the rest of the women to go after Mr. Birdie.
No.
Is that far? It's coming towards you. Alright. Carwin.
All right.
So you heard the roar.
I know where this leads. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay. You go up the stairs and you can see, you go 5 more feet and then you can see the winch. Like the tower has like 3 floors, base floor, wall floor, tower, like turret floor. Boards. You're on floor 2 and you can see the winch there.
All right. Gotta hit it.
You're gonna hit the winch.
Like, activate it or whatever.
Okay, so you go. Make a strength check. Athletics.
Unnatural 20.
Adrenaline is a hell of a drug, man. Instead of like doing the dramatic like cranking again, it's like a full on like a toy almost, like a Jack in the Box or something. And the gates just go wide open. That is your action to do that though. So
Okay.
I have 25 minute movement left.
That's fine with me.
So Robbie, you're like, oh, the wedge, and then Carver just shoves past you.
I'm going. I'm gonna find this to hide.
Okay, so you hide. Make a stealth check. You hide reasonably well, but then you say, "Oh, thank God, that worked!" And then, well, you say that, and then you hide. So you hide in the corner, like, I'm in a tower.
I'm good. Hide.
And plus, you got the sound of the gate opening.
Much sneak.
Robert. Oh, Craig, sorry. Craig, so, brush with Del.
Gonna casually move this 20 feet closer to the dragon. Because I forgot dragons move quickly, so that might not have been the best of idea.
And you heard the gate open.
Peek out of my little window.
The dragon flapping near the gate, above it, well above it, but well, actually it's level with the gate.
So, how many feet would it be away then?
It's 10 feet above the ground, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 feet away.
Oh, okay, I can do basic mathematics.
As you peek out the window.
Sacred flame.
Okay.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
It fails.
That does
It fails, so
radiant
yeah.
damage.
Ooh.
It's a gift.
Sorry, I forgot I don't roll for that. Alright, it's taking a hearty 9 radiant damage,
Oh boy.
and then I'm gonna duck back down.
Alright, so turns and roars at you again. It's just more like, die! And Robert.
It's not cowardice if I don't retreat.
So you see Robert come up and then corner.
Peek around the corner.
You have to go down the stairs. You're on the stairs right now, so.
I thought he was level with the door.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
didn't,
you were.
he
Oh,
didn't
you
go
were
up the
going.
stairs. He hit around the corner.
Okay, so you check the door. Hey, there it is. It's pretty close.
Eldritch Blast, aiming for its eyes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Does 13 hit?
Nope. You hit it in the face and it doesn't even blink.
What about 16?
Nope. Twice. Hit it in the face and it just doesn't roar. Comes and looks at you.
I'll never surrender. Goes back.
Hi.
Takes cover.
Okay. It's a double set of doors.
And
Just slowly peeking out.
you should
Shoots
still have your
you
+2 AC, by the
Twice
way. Because
ineffectively.
my sword is a
I'll
concentration.
never surrender. And then goes
Well,
on.
since we established that Mr. Birdie can dash while I take an action, Mr. Birdie's going to dash, and then I'm going to shoot at the dragon.
Are you gonna dash all the way off map?
I'm going to dash off map because I'll still be within range to hit it.
Okay, so
I'm not abandoning you guys, but this is the best I can do.
put yourself on map.
Dude, if you're going for the armies, I don't give a where you're going.
Please abandon us
And-
and
Bring friends.
yes, and don't draw the attention of the dragon.
Aha! That is a 27.
Yes. Now you're getting it.
Ooh.
23 damage.
Oh.
If I was rolling stats for a character, I would have max stats.
Oh my god. You get a shot clean off, and this time you hit it like it goes through the wing actually, and it turns and roars at you after staring unblinkingly at Robert. Ow! That actually hurt.
And now I'm gonna stare at you too.
But
Because you know we're both in this tower.
yeah,
Sure enough, as you hear, it lands on the tower, and it's going to first. Let me check something.
we need Tyke to be able to get away.
Let's check. Let's just see. Let's roll this where we
You
can
get away reasonably, but also Tyke can't carry all of us.
But still, it's gonna like land on the walls as best it can. Actually, it's gonna hover above the walls, and it's gonna try and slam open the It's gonna try and slam open like the tower, like the wall, the doors itself. Oh yeah, it fucking knocks the doors out clean open. And it's gonna like try to like jam its head in, and it's gonna try and take a bite at Robert. I'm gonna say it's a disadvantage because this is not like appropriate orders for it. But it still has good attack rolls, so does a 27 hit?
I believe so.
You take 21 points of piercing damage.
And fall unconscious.
Oh wait,
There's
Yeah.
more.
4 necrotic damage. So is that more than half your health total?
He's unconscious.
But still.
No.
Okay, so it's like it bites you and just knocks Robert into the wall. Not lethal.
Interesting.
Not lethal.
Well, knowing you,
They're not trying to kill Robert.
Are they? Who knows?
they're trying to take you.
They're trying to torture you for all eternity.
Sorry, Robert. You fucked us. So I'm.
Goodbye.
Oh wait, it's got one more attack. As it.
So what you're saying is he isn't.
He's not dead. Oh wait, is it that?
That's a surprise.
Oh, no, the 13 hit you.
No.
It gets like one. It manages to get like a couple claws in, try to scrape him for ammo. You just get against the wall. Try that.
Question is, do I do it stupid or do I play it safe?
I don't know, because there's no, like.
I think I might do a stupid in this case.
You are the
Well,
medic.
you got a chance. Well, Carver first. So yeah, there's a dragon there.
You're the medic.
I'm gonna say it's right on there.
Medic's gonna do a stupid.
Is there a window?
There is not. You got
Sorry,
there. You might
you're all
want to
going
like
to
go
die.
up the
I'm
wall
gonna
and jump
catch
out,
you.
or like there is a door this way, and this wall is only about 20 feet up. You see Robert on the ground over there. The dragon will get attack of opportunity if you don't disengage, but it will be disadvantaged because, again, this is not confined appropriate for it.
This is what I'm gonna do, a stupid.
Oh, boy.
Let's both stupid
Ah, you're
together.
tough.
Okay, are you on?
I can't stop them from doing this. Stupid.
5, 10, 15, 20, 40.
What are you doing?
This roll. All right, I'm gonna run out.
Okay, you're gonna run out.
Yep.
You're not gonna grab him.
Nope.
Okay.
Fuck him.
All right. So attack opportunity.
Okay.
Disengage.
Nope.
You're a rogue, can't you do that as a bonus?
I'm not a rogue. I'm a fighter.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Does 24 hit you? Oh, that's okay. It's only
Our battle road.
It's only
is
10
down.
damage.
it's only 11 slashing damage.
Yeah.
As it just nicks you as you run out.
That doesn't.
Are you running up to the wall or where are you going? Or down the stairs? Up the stairs?
Well, I can run out onto the wall.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Another 30.
Okay, when I'm out here, what do I see?
You see more turrets in the distance, city on your left, building a bit of farmland leading into some orchards on the right. Mr. Birdie in the distance. Death and destruction in the distance. If you look to your left,
If I look to my left, there is fucked. If I look to my right, there is fucked.
On your left, you'll see a burning city, and to your right, you'll see a nice meadow with lots of demons.
yeah.
Oh. How far to the weapon?
To the left?
Yeah, you said there was a
Fire.
no, there was like a ballista weapon on
I
that
did.
wall. I remember you saying that.
Didn't you say it was
Online.
destroyed?
On the
I don't know, because I asked you what was around. You said the farmland,
farmland, orchards,
and then
city, turrets. Like turrets and towers.
No, like
Not gun turrets.
well, I know that clearly.
I haven't been to those yet.
Only a matter of time.
So 20 to the outside. 55.
You can always jump.
Only
It's only 20 feet.
of time until the magical industrial
20
revolution.
feet, that's only 2d6. That is
There's
uh,
no-
2 to
reasonable
12
amount.
damage.
a reasonable
got it.
amount of damage.
You can do a stupid.
It's not as stupid as what I'm gonna do, trust me. Do it. And if I do the stupid, know fully well that
I would have moved 20, but
I do not expect to make it.
Anywhere?
20 just outside to get outside.
So you okay.
I'm prepared to make a new character.
No.
What are you doing?
Part of my stupid could be reviving you.
Well,
Leave Robert be.
25. Let's do it.
You're not in a
Okay.
position to heal yet.
So
Can I roll to something my
Yeah,
fault?
or
Roll like a really
feeling
Roll
good
more.
acrobatics.
How much HP?
15.
7.
Nice. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall. As you toe your knees. At 9. 25.
Why do you jump on that side? I'll jump on the other side.
Because then see,
You're doing it stupid. What are we doing? You gotta keep going.
well, there's not much more I can do.
Running out of time.
Is there any place to reasonably hide within 5 feet?
No.
No.
Well, you're already at a good spot, so
All right.
you are behind it. You're still kind of like in the corner. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Craig. So you see that its head go in the tower. You don't know Robert is down, but
Granted.
unless Carmen shouts.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
And how do you do diagonals again?
You can do
15, 20, 25, 30.
it. It's you're not gonna be able to hit it like with your melee, but
Okay. Oh, because it's flying.
yeah.
But it is within 15 feet.
Sure.
Pixies!
All right.
Wisdom save for the Dargan.
For the Durgan. It was a 15 succeed.
Meets beats, so it takes half of 3d8.
All right.
Are us known as martyrs, traitors, or idiots who are loud?
You get max.
Half of 19 is 10 radiant damage.
All right.
And its movement speed is slowed.
Alright, so just
And also my floating sword moves 20 feet closer.
what's your doing? It's best.
Yeah, it's been out for 2 turns. However, unfortunately, take that means your +2 AC is gone. So
I
sorry.
think he's good. Robert.
Yeah, you're probably the safest out of all of us.
I can deal.
Pike.
I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to have Mr. Birdie book it, and I'm going to shoot because I think I'm still in range.
Okay.
I won't be in range for very long, though, because I think that would be 160, 160. My max,
Before you do that,
is...
you do as you realize, wait, my stone, and like you check it and it's working now. You think it's working, and you also look around and you can see looks like figures in metal armor and possibly horses riding your way. Like not from the city, but like coming from the camps. It looks like there seem to be like 2 or 3, 4 or 5 mounted armored individuals coming your way. One is a bit farther ahead than the others, but as far as you can tell.
They look like reinforcements for us or reinforcements for them.
They're human. They look like humans, so probably
Okay.
on your side.
Hopefully.
Okay.
We could sure use it.
Yeah, if you want to still roll your attack, but you think you have your sending stone when he's back.
Okay. I'm going to make my attack, and is it an action to do with sending stone?
Yeah.
Then I'll wait till my next turn to do it.
Okay.
18.
Beats.
$19 damage.
Oh.
So from far away, you still snipe the dragon. This time you get it right in the shoulder, right in the bones, and it roars in pain this time, looking damaged and upset with this. So should have gone after that one. So that's takes turn.
Wisdom save.
Not get a threat back. So yeah, wisdom save. I'm looking at 10 doesn't pass.
Nope. 11 damage.
11 damage.
So 1 more than last time. I rolled so low. I thought I rolled 2 8s.
No.
Okay. Still has its movement though, doesn't it?
Yes, but it's half while it's in my air radius.
It's gonna land and then peer down at you, and it's gonna take a bite at you.
That's fair.
That is gonna be 29.
It's
You take 13 points of piercing damage, and 4 more points of necrotic damage, so 17 total.
fairies are gone. And so
You're unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ed just and Why do you make a stealth? Did you want to hide?
Yeah,
Stealth check. That's record stealth check.
that is so much better. So better. 17. I think it's enough.
dang it, that means its movement speed's no longer halved.
But that means it's going to look at you, Craig. And it's going to attack you. Yes. It wants you very dead.
Oh boy.
It's going to land and it's going to try and hit you with a 14.
Does not hit.
Okay, so it bounces off your armor. Which one?
I'm just like this with my shield on top, like unconscious.
Next is.
Your deity is just
My
making
current
you
AC is 19, by the way.
Oh, wait, you're prone.
Yep. So that's a damage.
Deity just moving your shield around to
Next
protect.
attack is a 26.
That's
So it automatically failed 2 death saves. There. What? That's its turn. Darwin.
There's nothing more I can do.
Not with that attitude. You can always do something stupid.
like I did. I mean, look at how great that turned out.
Had I known you were going to do that, I would have jumped off the other side.
Oh yeah, great.
Does anyone have healing potions? Besides
You
me.
do.
You can do it.
You're also the furthest person.
I have 2 in cyanide.
You can do anything.
Make sure you use the right one. Don't be like
Right,
Christian
right.
and do medicine check.
So what are you doing, Darwin? So you heard that, and
You're canonically a cat in that because you saw a person who just like,
Fine. I'm going to go engage the dragon.
okay.
You can do anything you put your mind to, as long as you have a crowbar and a can-do attitude.
Actually, yeah, I would have popped down.
don't you have a crossbow
It's with.
See, though,
that's
it's,
functional?
I'd rather use the sword that I can do a ton of damage with.
Oh my god, I forgot. It has climbing speed, so it's actually like it's like a lizard, almost like clinging to the gatehouse itself and veering down, and it is with a melee range for you.
See, the
The
problem is,
Dragon Slayer.
if I'm going to die,
He has it.
problem is, if I crossbow, it's going to come after, it's going to go boom, and the Vorpal sword does 10 times more damage.
Especially if you crit.
What you gonna do?
Especially like
You step over Craig's body
If
and
this is any time to get a net 20, now.
see if all those net ones are even out.
Remember, crowbar and can-do attitude. Imagine Vorpal sword and can-do attitude.
All right, number 1. Not 20!
I freaking called it!
So bad news, it is too large for you to cut its head off, but still get all that damage.
That's fine.
Wasn't the original Vorpal sword designed to slay a dragon? Like Alice in Wonderland?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna
And
pull
apparently in the original
One
version,
second,
she's
let's pull
not
up
the
the
one
photo
who
for this
killed
side.
a dragon with a sword. It was just like someone telling like a fairy tale to their kid.
You got it first.
It's like, oh yeah, there's this guy.
Yep, it was
Like-
the last photo I took.
Alright.
So,
Or no, someone was telling her a story.
How many d10 damage?
how many it's D8? 68.
Oh!
Can I borrow some D8?
Iron.
I don't need it anymore.
I'll just- Okay, so here's 3.
Tell me the big number when it comes.
So is it the 68 in addition to my D8? already?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 11, so
25
25.
plus one more d8 and your modifier.
I established last time I got a plus 9 to damage because of all the things I have as a fighter, so 7 plus 9 plus 16.
So total 7 plus 9, 16,
What was the number?
31,
7 plus 9 plus 16.
16.
So there was
25 plus 7, that'd be 32 plus.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so you just like run up like full on like Carwin the Monster Hunter on his back as you take a swing and you bite deep into its neck. Like you don't like cut its head off, but you bite deep and you feel like you almost hit bone and blood and shadow bursts out and it screeches a genuine screech of pain and almost like weakness for a second. It's still up, but That's definitely the most damage you've taken.
And that's also your first hit.
It is.
23.
Still hits.
Is that a 19?
Nope.
13.
I was hoping. But,
You got 2 natural 20s, oh my god.
At that point, we'll cut half of its head off, cut the other half off.
That's how you chop heads up. That's how you chop trees down.
12.
12. Okay. So you do another kind of symbolic attack, across the face to get it back off, and it kind of reels backward. It's definitely not expecting that. As we go to Craig, make a death save. All right. Natural 20s.
11.
It's one pass. One pass.
That is a clutch pass.
Robert.
Is he having dreams or is he having nightmares about what just happened?
Just blackness right now.
Okay.
You were knocked out.
Swimming through the empty void.
Yeah.
No, I imagine the song is playing Sweet Dreams.
Hi. So yeah, you just say the dragon. It did creep below the gates. You can't
So
see
it's
it now, but you
dancing
did hear
dragons.
the screech. And
So I'm not in line of fire.
you are not in line of fire.
Then I'm going to continue moving, but I'm going to use my Rocky Talkie.
And what are you gonna say?
I'm going to say the city's been attacked by demons. Oh my god, there's a shadow dragon.
Okay.
Requesting reinforcements.
Yeah. You hope it went through.
Am I able to get to the people who I think are reinforcements?
Not quite yet. One
Okay.
more turn. All right. Does not get its breath back.
This is,
Sorry, go ahead.
this is what's going to save me.
So how are you looking, Carmen?
I'm actually doing really well
Hmm.
because it barely dented into the 16 health I got because of the tough feat.
Okay. It's gonna look at you and it's gonna. Huh.
Huh?
Oh. How well are you looking? On a scale.
I'm still probably...
Never mind. I think you're still perfectly good. It's gonna look around. It's gonna make an attack against you.
Bring it.
So first is a 15.
Nope.
Ooh, you dodge a bite.
You're also the only one standing currently.
Oh my god, I hate this dice. So it takes a swing, and its claws actually slam into the wall, and it's a good thing this stays strike against one of the turrets. And it starts to wobble precociously. It's also the one moment sound. And it turns and looks. It's gonna flop. It's gonna try and fly. Takes this guys. You get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, let's fucking do it.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Nat 20!
Oh! I called it!
Yeah!
All right. Roll some damage.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up a calculator.
This
right quick.
session!
I just
What
gotta
the
keep
hell?
track of everything.
We've had 5.
Yes, I would love to roll some nice
He's
d20s. Some nice
practically
d20s as well.
soloing a shadow
Okay,
dragon.
so 3. I'm just gonna roll 7 at once.
All right. See it.
While saving his
Gotcha.
severely injured teammates.
Like the number of nat 1s and nat 20s in this session.
I'm gonna start out with just a +9, then I'm gonna get to this.
All right.
9.
You know, I actually made an app specifically for this reason.
That's an 8, that's a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
I'm
keep those
gonna
ones.
take those as they are. I caught one. Another, so 8 plus 7.
I hate to be a dick, but you gotta be creative before it lands. You gotta do his as lies thing. So you gotta roll again.
No, when I say as it lies, that means yeah, carpet counts.
Oh, well.
You gotta call it.
Alright.
Sorry, but saying 8-7, I'll take that.
Oh,
I roused me. I didn't put my.
that's alright.
I did like the asset lies thing. That's a good idea. Calling that.
I usually just like, as it lies.
Shit, where's the... There's one die unaccounted for.
I see 5.
Unless one of those is it.
I'll take them. Well, I'll take an average of 4. So add 4 to whatever you want.
Okay. So plus 4.
Oh, spiritual weapon faded.
Eventually. It's got 3 more rounds.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not concentration. It's one of those dumb spells that yeah, even if you're unconscious, this stays here.
Plus 8.
It Can't do anything though, so.
It's not this one.
Plus 8, plus 1, plus 7. 47 damage.
Oh, no.
Please describe your victory.
Oh.
It's trying to fly to like get away from you.
Dude, you got a nat 20 with a Vorpal sword. I think you know how
2 nat 20s.
Yes.
If you want, what are you doing?
I'm gonna close my eyes and pray to whatever gods are still have my back.
All right.
In fact, just for Craig, I'm gonna open my eyes.
You got it set up?
Yep.
Okay, so you and like the sword when you sweep with it, it actually like you don't know what happens. It's like you hit a sweet spot almost, and the sword like blurs and seems to extend in like this red like slash. It just goes. You feel no resistance as it goes through, and it stops on the other side, and the dragon seems to like pause confused, and then there's a sound, and the whole head falls off them, slides forward, and almost make a dex save for fun with advantage because that's second option.
17.
It does not land on you. The head just lands, and then the whole body just kind of slumps off the walls and lands, off the wall and lands. By the way, Greg, you don't fine.
Alright, are we out of initiative?
Not yet, Greg.
No.
Okay. You fail?
I failed.
Okay, so if you want to have a dramatic, like, Greg, stay with me, Greg. Scene, this is your chance.
That or like Shogun has passed my blessing from me to you, so you can get that.
Oh,
That could also be cinema.
So, Robert, it's just gonna be a cutscene of like you're dying, but like carving if you want to.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna pop open one of the 2 healing potions.
No, Robert has died. But, like,
Oh.
It's just like the dying.
Craig has
schematic of,
died.
like,
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I know he's died, but I'm gonna pop open one of them
Okay.
to try and save
You
him.
try and save him.
I still think it's cinematic just to say like Shogun's blessing like leaves me and channels into you just long enough for you to get that.
That's what you do. Any other last words?
Complete the fight that I could not.
Takes your head, like as you like go for the bottle, he just like takes your hand into his own. Just says that.
And I would not feel bad if you guys looted the body.
There's too much. I'm taking your mace.
It's
what
and,
Shogun
and,
would
and
want.
there's sand covered chainmail, but
And blood covered.
Huh?
And blood, because you know.
it's just brown clumps at this point.
Yeah,
Shogun
I'm
would
fucking
want
looting
us
you.
to loot the body.
All right.
Spoils of war.
Take his base.
I'll take the mace and his armor.
Sure.
Armor will take time.
Yeah, I do have a shield though with Shogun's emblem on it.
Does it?
Also,
no problem.
you also start to hear like the sounds of like sacking are getting closer.
Never mind. I'm taking the mace.
Okay, take the mace.
I'm gonna go grab Robert.
Wait,
You run. You have time to run. You run upstairs.
I
I
also
thought
have
it was
a
just around.
red cloak that
Okay,
seems
just
pretty
around the corner.
magical.
Yeah, Robert was up the stairs around the corner.
Oh.
Also, as you go up, that thing's rocking. Especially when the dragon like kind of leaned on it when it fell. So it's wobbling. You go up the stairs and you grab Robert. He's unconscious. Tower starting to collapse. What are you gonna do? Down and down.
Where am I?
You're
Am I on the 2nd floor?
Second floor, right here.
Where I was at previously?
Yeah.
He wasn't on
Can
the
I
second
run out the?
floor,
Robert
Which-
was, yeah.
Which way is the
What?
tower seem to be leaning?
Uh,
Towards this or towards the gate?
it seems to be leaning towards the city.
All right. Can I run out the? Let's see if can I run out?
Run out, yeah. You run out.
Do.
Rumble falling. You can see demons coming. Like they're still quite a ways off, but
How far are they? Like distance.
200 feet.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's enough for me.
You can hop over the wall if you want. And go down out the gate.
Let me go down out the gate.
Take it over your shoulder and go out the gate. Run as you make your way, and the 5 metallic figures. Hello there. When it reaches over, and you recognize it's that blonde guy, Oscar Regis. Like, hello there. What the devil is going on?
Demons have attacked the city.
What?
The city's under attack. The spy master was a traitor.
What about the king? How better is he?
Considering that the spy master's a traitor, probably dead.
Well, that's some good news for me, but not the point right now. What happened? Is the army invaded? What's going on in there?
The tower collapsed and demons came out. The nobles were slaughtered inside a big
The palace.
inside the palace during the big meeting. People are dying everywhere.
Numbers. Give me numbers, kid.
What do I know about the numbers?
There should be like thousands pouring out.
Thousands.
Damn it, we don't have enough right now. All right, I'm gonna go back and walk the others. Come with me, please. Dustman, you you go to start a perimeter with the others. And you see, put that like a finger to his ear and like quick glance, it seems like an earpiece, like an earring or something there. All right, Justin, Bob, I need you all. Even say, I need you to set up perimeter. Start doing scouting. Make sure if any refugees come, get them out of there as safely as you can. Don't let any demons near like our camp. I'm gonna go back and get the others. He starts writing and he starts. Come on, let's go. Wait, and you hauling Robert over your shoulder, making your way towards them. He's gonna run over. Hello there, it's you.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds to bring him back to consciousness.
Robert, you're awake.
I was about to say, I'm missing some dice, and then I remembered.
Yeah, can you?
You guys can hang on to him if you still need him. Like, I clearly don't.
We're good. To be fair, I think that was your most epic yet so far.
Yeah.
One of them, yes. It is definitely in the top 3.
All right, so yeah, you grab Robert and Greg's not there.
Still think Aurora's was up there
Where's
as well.
Craig?
You have no idea.
I didn't see.
The second character to that dragon.
Oh my god!
I told you.
You know, that makes it even more. You know, this makes it. I am unable, because of this, I am unable to answer. Because I have seen 2 people die to that dragon. People who are close-ish to me. And close to me and close-ish to me. Especially after that moment. Especially at that moment of warrior bonding. I can't answer. I
So
can't
yeah,
answer
you
them.
you look away. Make an insight check.
Two.
You don't know where he is.
Proficient.
Yeah, you're very confused. You don't, your mind doesn't make a lot of junk of Craig missing, city being sacked. Question mark? You don't make a connection.
He probably ran off to fight demons.
Good old Robert. Yeah. You put it together. Your call whether or not. You gather Tyke has not made the connection, but
Let's go talk to the armies.
Fly away, fly away, fly away. This is what I'm hearing.
it's yeah.
Am I still within talking? Am I still with the
Yeah.
generals?
Yeah, Regis seems to be talking in his ear. He's like giving orders now.
For better,
Right. So, yes. What is it?
for better or worse, that shadow dragon is dead.
Jolly good. Hold up like hand for like high five.
We've got bigger problems.
That we do. Yes. Come on. Let's get.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of demons pouring out of that bell tower.
That's not good. I'm gonna go. Oh, I think we have an army here. We weren't planning for a battle inside a city. We're gonna go talk to the other. We need to go. I've got my men setting up a perimeter right now. They'll make sure if any demons like come out in small groups, they'll be able to stop them. If the army comes our way, we'll have warning. We're not gonna field battle with them.
The last thing I heard is they were tactical retreat to the tower.
Good to know.
I'd plenty of capable warriors there.
Oh, I've heard. Lovely. Quite a few blokes.
Hopefully this will be enough.
Let's get you on. You look like you need some rest.
A little bit.
Come on, let's go.
Greatly appreciate that.
You're fucking welcome, Robert.
Thank you.
It's okay. It was cinematic.
You hear
Dragon.
pops down, and then suddenly a short. You all see, you two see now a short. I think she's only a little bit taller than Tyke. Curly brown hair. Looks a little. Her clothes are a big mustache. So is her hair, and she looks surprisingly young. Like not She looks like in her 20s at best, and she's carrying a staff and like a sack hastily thrown on her shoulder. She's like, where's my daddy?
Mommy!
Robert's going to grab Carwin and hide behind him.
Are you alright? What's going on?
Demons attacked the city, and I don't know where Craig is. And there was a
Craig.
shadow dragon,
It's Craig.
but apparently it's dead now.
You okay?
It's not the only thing that's
I'm
said
okay.
now.
Like you look around. It's like Rita's there like
To answer your question,
who are you?
My
I
mom.
defeated it
Tess and sorry.
with the power of someone who
And she's just holding you so tight right now. And this is your bird, isn't it? Mr. Birdie.
Yeah, this is Mr. Birdie.
You did a good job with him.
Thank you, Mommy.
Are we relatively free?
Relatively, yeah. You're
Okay. I am going to do something that Carwin hasn't done in 10 years.
What?
He's going to pray.
Okay.
He's going to pray to Showman, no less.
What are you praying for?
I am praying to offer. See, at this point, I should have died as a shadow dragon in my mind. So my life is now in the hands of Craig's deity, and I am offering myself as a warrior to Showman now, just for cinematic or who knows, in-game benefit.
Roll the weapon check and add a D10 inspiration dice.
Okay. 15, D8 or D10?
D10.
Okay.
That's that D10. Death of a friend is dramatic.
That puts it 21.
21. Okay. You feel like the memory of like Craig's last words come back and you feel like a renewed energy surges through you, like the last your exhaustion kind of clears and you feel a little more certain purpose right now. Something like within you is stirring. You're not sure what yet, but you have a renewed sense. So new energy has filled you.
Shall I live? I am yours.
Robert is still hiding behind Carwin.
Are these your friends?
Yeah.
Cool. So, which one is this one?
I am Carwin.
And that one?
Peeking over Carwin's shoulder. I'm Robert.
Is this the one that taught you? Which one taught you those words?
Not me.
Craig did most of the
That's a
explaining.
lot of words.
I don't. Which words?
We're,
You know what? Let's talk about this later.
we're all at fault here.
What's going on right now?
No, we're not.
The bell tower collapsed into the ground, and the demons came out and they attacked the city, and all the nobles were slaughtered because the spy master was a traitor, and there were these gorilla demons, and there were these demons with the poison arrows, and there was a shadow dragon, and it's dead now. And I still don't know where Craig is, and we escaped on Mr. Birdie. I had to make him big.
She's gonna look at you too with that look of like, is Craig missing?
I'm going to, unless I can convey my intentions through eye contact alone.
She's just looking for like, he's dead, right?
Robert's going to go over to Tyke.
She puts a hand almost like,
Relax.
sorry, I'm a little nervous right now.
Listen, Craig decided to.
I will whisper in Tessa's ear.
Let's go. Let's get you some shave right now. We can talk about this later.
Okay.
It's quite the help.
Let's see if I can help you guys. And she's going to cast fly on you two. You just like, ugh. And you guys make your way back to the camp.
Movement through air.
As the city goes behind you guys, and you make your way back to camp. You unhitch Darman. They just get him to here. Like, let's just get him in. Like you see, so there's definitely a sense of alertness in the camp. The sea just stopped. You notice, and like people are now like in positions. People are mustering. Like general sense of what's going on here. And Bree just keeps track on horseback. He's surprisingly fast. Like Mr. Murphy's not going super fast. You get it, like, Mr. Murphy's tired. You keep asking people. And Tex is both giving you, not suspicious, but not in the, like, you touch my baby, I'm going to hurt you kind of look, but, like, awkward, not sure how to feel about you looks. Takes you back, and you guys go back to camp. Okay, let's talk about what happened, okay?
Okay.
Like, right, come on, let's find the others and we can, I'm gonna go to the others and talk about what happened. You two. Basil, over here. You get these men whatever they want, drink, food, whatever they need. And a young looking boy, like, probably not, 11, 14 with freckles and very short hair. Yeah, what do you guys need?
First aid kit and a glass of water, please.
Okay,
Healing and water.
first aid kit and water. Okay, 2 first aid kits and some water, got it. Ralph, you get those for you guys. What about your friend,
Which friend?
Darman, who was like slumped?
Do
A bed?
Okay, can
a
do that.
bed and medicine.
There's a bed in that tent over there. I'll go find some medicine.
All right.
And so you go on a test, and she just obviously full on and get them. Okay, so what happened?
Well, the king was going crazy, and the spy master said that we should knock him out and take him somewhere for his own protection to see if his crazy could be healed. And so we did, and I made those smoke bombs that I was telling you about. But then when they invited us all to the announcement saying that they were going to put someone else in charge in the meantime, Spy Master turned on everyone, and demons came in, and they attacked everyone, and there was blood everywhere, and we escaped, and I enlarged Mr. Birdie, and we flew off.
That's good thinking.
Thanks. But we didn't get all the way out before the Shadow Dragon attacked us. And I was able to take Darman, who was unconscious, past the gates and give them air support. But then we got separated, but apparently the dragon's dead now. And at first I couldn't get a message to you. It like wouldn't go through. And I think it's something to do with the pocket dimension, maybe? The demons are coming from?
I don't know. I'm just thinking that one. Like, it's not hugging you like in like the face. I'm like, it sounds like you were very brave and you're not hurt, are you?
I actually didn't take any damage in
Wow.
the entire fight.
You might still be like a little like like.
Yeah, because I did get a lot of close calls.
You actually still have the armor of Agathis on too. For the
I'm
last.
assuming you just say, you pick out and like, oh, sweetie, it's cold.
Oh.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Mr. Birdie, that's a pretty good invention of yours.
Yeah,
So fast.
it's like what you make, but a giant bird.
Yeah. Okay. So glad you're safe. Friends, Hike. I'm really worried for you, okay? Like, you know what happens when people get really, really hurt and they stop moving? They die. Yeah. I'm really scared that you're going to break. I don't want you here, Tyke. I want you to come back with me, okay?
But what about the city? What about my friends?
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about you. The friends don't seem like a good influence, Frank. That's some of the words I've been hearing you learning from them. Who taught you all speak?
I don't know if that was me or if that was Darwin.
As far
I
as you
think
know,
it
it's
was
either-
Darwin.
Did you say that?
I think it was Darwin, but he's really a nice guy. I mean, he did tell me that I probably shouldn't tell you all the words that I learned. But you're very smart. You would know these words.
You're not free to learn yet. That's not concerning. Like, you're over your head. You're over your head. Like, you're doing so good, but like, you almost die every time. And like, you got knocked out that one time the second you were alone. And maybe here with these people, I don't think are bad influences that are trying to tell you to lie and if you're not ready for yet. Or you're on your own and you almost die. Come back with me.
Tyke's really conflicted.
Robert is nervously drinking water.
Yeah, there's not much water and they're packing you guys out to get short rests. At least right now.
Yes.
Please. I don't want to lose another one of you. I lost your big brother, and then Scion went missing, and Hopkins missing. I can't lose you guys.
I'm gonna hug her. Be like, I'm gonna be very careful. It's not gonna be like with my big brother.
I need you to make a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Oh.
She like takes a deep breath. Anything else happens, call me, okay?
Okay.
I need to trust you. Again.
I love you, Mommy.
Okay, she hugs you. Walk out of the tent. See if I can help you. See if you can help. I think it's already patched up, okay? Just stay with you for a little bit. Let's go outside and start mending. You two, take a rest out. Huh?
I'm fully healed.
Okay.
Yes, but you get all your bonuses from leveling up now.
Short rest.
Oh.
Robert.
I get no bonuses for that.
How's Robert feeling?
When she said I could.
I'm still figuring that out.
They did give you a
Better.
med pack though, didn't they not?
Oh yeah.
So you heal bonuses.
Well, I'm using my hit die anyway. So
I know, but it's when you use your hit die, isn't it?
it uses up your hit die to do that.
I will look into that. Oh yeah.
So
Never mind.
one more. Fully healed with no hit die left.
Like Robert's full of heals, you guys have some water, and you and Tess are gonna take care of Mr. Brody. She was talking a bit about like what craftsmanship you did. She's like, when you find your cannon, cool weapon. You still can't tell me what it's made of?
As soon as Makoto says that I can, then I'll tell you. But Makoto said that I'm not supposed to tell anyone.
No, I need to talk to you. And so which one taught you this word? and talk a little bit of shop with you as you start fixing up Mr. Birdie, and like he seems receptive towards her, especially when it's like you're totally like happy around her. After some time drinking water, door open, like the tent flap opens, and Ray just comes in looking. His helmet's off now, he's sweating a bit. Right, so the others are here. You ready to talk? You two, come on.
Okay.
And, oh, do you want to come? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Princess. And she's like, I'm coming with him.
Please,
Oh,
let her.
Arguments.
She could be a great asset.
So you guys go inside the tent, and you can see there's Ethelfled there, and she's dressed up back in her druid outfit. You can see grumpy halfling woman, the grumpy halfling old lady there. And then you hear, "I can live live!" And there's a slap on your back, and you see like there's the dwarf there.
Hi.
And then there's a sudden crack in his chest, and like he punches him square in the jaw. Don't!
It's okay, he's fine, Mom.
Sorry, Reflex is on a bit on edge right now. I'm not your mom. Punch as well. Off to a flying start.
She trained with monks.
I can tell. It's a crack. Glad to see him. Like, go back to his 20. Actually, he's gonna go back to the table, and then Ray just takes his place. And there's like, I set up like a map of like Calcos and the surrounding area nearby. They all stand around and bring you guys in. Alright, so I don't need to sound a professional, but what the fuck happened?
I mean,
Play by play.
where do we start?
The spy master was a traitor?
How did you find that out?
I mean,
He summoned demons?
What?
he knows the regency of the king due to his mental condition.
Right, that falls through.
Due to the announcement, there was a big
Announcement?
he announced there was an announcement that there was going to be a gathering at the castle to formally announce this.
You're living out the trees in person?
Yeah.
Okay, deception check. Robert also make one. And Tyke make one too. This is not for like, this is more for like sentencing. This is more,
Sensing guilt.
is it? Yeah.
13.
25?
They give you, we just give you a look, but it doesn't mess it.
And at the castle, with the three of us, Darwin who's resting, and our fallen comrade. They called down demons, and many were slaughtered, including the main council.
Ah, that sounds good.
We fought as long as we could. We were forced to leave. It's how we became so weakened. We tried to flee the city to come to you. We were attacked by 2 demon mosquitoes. Bugs, large as a giant eagle. And then the shadow dragon. All of this while demons pour out of a destroyed bell tower. Hundreds, if not thousands of them.
Were they organized or?
They appeared to be, at least as they were coming out. Gods only know how they are now. I don't.
The king?
It's best to presume him dead at this point, along with.
That presents its own problems.
I
mean, surely I can come on this on myself. I mean, I think we all agreed I should be the next king.
I think that's the least of our concerns. I think the most of our concerns is in saving whatever's left of a city.
You can see everyone else giving rank looks from like the old woman giving a kind of disinterested look to Rourke giving a no look. Ethelflaed seems troubled, like sad.
I don't know how the tower is faring right now.
Yes.
Is it possible? Is the tower visible from far away, super far away?
Not this far away,
Yeah.
but like again, you can tell from the city. Right? And then the walls, you can tell. Even like I've been to those walls. Those walls are like for keeping people in, not for like spending sieges and weapons. Did they have siege weapons? Did you tell?
The dragon
Not that I
destroyed
could
the
tell.
Siege weapons.
They lost.
Unfortunately, there is a catapult in the city
Oh.
because some, for lack of a better term, idiot.
Oh, wasn't that dumbass with the catapult?
Yes. Speaking of that dumbass with a catapult, we actually got hit by him. The demons used him as a weapon against us as we were flying towards the gate.
And Tyke is going to look a little bit traumatized.
Test like
So while they don't have true siege weapons in mass, they do have at least one. The Shadow Dragon did manage to destroy the wall ballistas and siege weapons from the wall, but at least most of them.
How big were they? Like, what was the largest one you saw? Because I know these things can get really big.
As far as what, the demons go?
Yeah, as far as size, though.
I mean, the largest one I saw was the fucking Shadow Dragon, but that's laying dead in a heap.
Well done.
At least I hope it's still dead. I'm pretty positive it's still dead. It's missing its head. Anyways, I'm gonna have to roll history to remember, see if I remember the big
Intelligence.
intelligence. 17.
The biggest you can far tell is a large creature. As about large is the largest they got, so A borrowed gorilla.
Yes. The Walkers, they are the biggest in the city. Aside maybe their commander.
That Galba fella. Did you catch him? Catch it. Sight of him?
Barely.
Would look like.
I'm gonna recount to the best of my ability.
You at Gren level, the only person who got a decent view of him was Tyke. He was black figure, as far as you could tell, human size, like medium, pale skin.
Human size, pale skin. I'm gonna recount. Like
Are you okay with him, or is it?
what?
Do you get PTSD?
I'm starting to calm down.
Okay. You recited, Rick. You recited the mystery ability. All right.
Before discussing any strategy, maybe we should have the child go somewhere else.
I was here for all the fighting.
If it weren't
I
for
was giving you a look of like, you want to go? Like,
if it weren't
At least for
that's my baby. That's my baby's call.
I can stay here. I was here for the fighting. I can be here for the talking about fighting.
Tyke is a very competent warrior. Without him, I would be dead.
I got some questions about that broomstick of yours, but later.
Tyke is a great fighter. I'm just not sure if there's parts of this discussion Tyke might not want to hear.
It's his business. Or knows you've already taught him enough, from what I've heard.
I have not been teaching him anything.
And I've been drunk for the last week.
You're not helping your kids.
Yes, well,
I've been actively avoiding teaching him such words.
if it's any consolation, I'm completely sober. And ready to... And I'm back. And presumably in the favor of some god.
What are you two thinking about right now? Like, just your characters. What are they thinking right now?
Maybe it's best that Tyke doesn't stay involved in this fight, considering they were trying to get Tess into this fight from the beginning.
Okay.
And also, Tess is scary.
You're not just wearing a tiara. Or a circlet, sorry. A circlet.
As we're recounting all of this, the one thought I have is now, I guess, in my brother and religion.
This is all over. That temple is basically yours.
If it's still standing.
I mean, is anything still standing?
I mean, I pretty much gave my life to a deity, so it's going to be standing, whether it be because of me building it again or.
There's angelic music in your head, by the way.
And Christian just hears.
The fire.
You're in the ring on.
The fire.
It's still in his pocket. He doesn't know whether or not his mind has been read.
That would be the best card against someone trying to read your mind. Just
Fire in my core. Burning brighter than it has in a decade.
Regardless, my kid has proven himself. He can stay here if he wants. He wants to stay here, so let's rock it, okay?
Drunk what?
Anyway.
Don't be a smartass.
Turns.
Anyways.
Right, and so we've got a lot of stuff to figure out. I'm going to get my patrols going, and generally if those demons come my way, I'll have warning. Makes sense. Why was the king crazy? God, so many questions.
There's
Why
still
is he
much
crazy?
Unfortunately, while we're at the climax of the bell tower, at least from what we understood of it 2 weeks ago, we are still only scratching the surface.
I never heard of pocket dimension in the bell tower.
As I said,
Yeah, when we were in the bell tower, if we went down, we'd be in a pocket dimension of where the demons were, and then if we went up, we'd go back. Except for sometimes, if we went back, they wouldn't let us go back, and so we had to use teleportation coins. I'm going to describe our mission.
Tess is like, sounds like a pocket dimension. I'm making control. Pocket dimensions aren't usually that big though. Like, they come encompass a certain area, but they're not usually whole worlds. That's the whole plane of existence. Could you figure out, Ty, were you able to tell how big it was?
It seemed to be the whole city at least.
At least it's the whole city. And describing stuff like the mannequins.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like sacking the city? I mean, what were they? Was it just? You mentioned they marched in discipline, didn't they?
From what I saw, as they were coming out of the bell tower, as gods only know what they're doing now, it seemed as though, when I was carrying Robert out of the city, I could see them coming. But in my rush to get what comrades I still have left to safety, I could not tell how organized they were. It seemed like some of them, particularly the imps, were doing their own thing.
But the bulk of their forces, did you see?
Yes, but not the fun way.
From what I can recall, the bulk of their forces, minus the Balgars and the imps, seemed relatively disciplined as I was leaving the city.
I bet mannequins. I bet they were practicing for that sacking. You think about it, like they had mannequins inside the houses and like the whole pocket dimension. This is Regis talking now. So I need to get my accent right. I bet they must have been practicing. Surely, like think about it. Why? Why were they practicing to sack the city? Why are they not practicing to fight us? I don't think I'm good enough.
I don't think it was that at all.
And why were we parked outside the city?
The sky turned red.
Yeah, but the sky where you guys are right now is blue. But like near the city, it was definitely like red.
Near the city it was red, but out here it's blue.
Might just be I don't know. Sometimes demonic presences like that do have an effect. Sometimes a demonic presence do have an effect like that, but they can cause just in that having that many in an area. Have you heard of like a dragon slayer? They have effects where they can cause effects within that area where they're so powerful. Perhaps this cowboy guy can do something similar. Still, why? You think the tower will hold?
For now.
They've got a lot of adventurers in there, but they don't have a lot of armaments.
I don't know for how long.
Alright, we might have to run a rescue mission. Thank you all for your time. We're going to talk strategy and figure out what to do now. Please, you've all earned some rest. Three are escorted at 4, yes, plus Dustin. Escorted out of 10, and you guys think about all the events that transpired, your fallen comrades.
Robert's going to put on the ring for a little bit just to help him calm down.
And Tess is looking at you, and then it's a really confused look.
Don't mind him. He got a bunk magic ring.
Can I see that?
Poor Benny.
Tyke? Where'd you get this ring from?
Oh, that was Benny's ring.
Benny?
Mm-hmm.
I should tell you more about him. Don't trust Benny, okay?
Okay.
He makes bad magic items.
You can tell that there was something wrong with it on sight?
I'm familiar with that man's work.
I mean,
I can't fix it. It's hard, it's hard coded into how it works. But
All right.
I mean, he did sell us some dagger that told us when danger was nearby, and that seemed
by
like,
screaming,
yeah.
he sells them similar to a friend of mine.
You know, honestly, of all the items he sold us, that was probably the best.
Really? What? Huh.
Especially as we were in the king's palace.
The Don Go.
But
My friend just threw it overboard. He found out I was detective. But yeah, don't trust Benny, okay?
Okay.
Spread the word. Uncle Harwin's spreading all sorts of stories. You can trust Uncle Harwin on that one.
I trust Uncle Harwin with everything.
No, dude. Come on, let's go talk. And you guys About everything that's happened. So I'm gonna cut it tonight. Wait. Oh wait, experience.
Oh, that reminds me. I adjusted my level, but not my experience.
So
Yeah,
let me check what your experience should be at.
40K.
40K. Now,
And they need 8K to level up.
I'm gonna do some math here. I'm doing this now because you are missing.
I feel like it. There's so much adrenaline pumping between me in character and me out of character. It's almost like I observed it.
Everyone gains. A minute here.
I really liked that last part of, you can trust Harwin on that one. I trust Harwin with everything.
So
No, no.
No, it's me now.
That was really fun.
Thank you.
Like that was a really fun
Yeah.
session.
I don't feel bad about that now.
I mean, it was cinematic. Like, that's all I ask for my desk because I know they're going to happen
You know
anyway.
what? Everyone gains 15,800 experience points. That dragon was worth a lot.
15,000.
Where are we at now?
15,000.
At least 9.
Oh, more than that. I said, you know what? Fuck it. You earn that.
Oh, shoot, that's level 10.
Shit!
Yeah.
There's some goodies that come from level 10.
Christian, remember my plan I mentioned?
So can you get a number? Can you get a solid number for me? I need to give Darwin that. Give Nick that.
I want.
Okay, so how much XP?
15,800.
15,800? That would bring them up to 65,800.
Okay, so get that. So and yeah, grab. I'll help you with character creation as a break.
Any final thoughts you want to add? Since we're going to be missing a week.
If you want to, you do have an option to take a paladin class or a cleric class. Level paladin. Or
I could, and that would actually be cinematically appropriate.
if you want to.
I will look into it. I think I have a PDF of the PSP, so.
Or if you want, I could just tell you what level 1